Welcome back to Let's Play DDO Permadeath.
The sign here reads, "The One-Eared Bugbear Inn, ale, lodging, and transport to Stormreach within."
Guess I'm high enough level for this area then.
You see the grim remains of the wolf hunter, whose felled corpse rests trophy-like in the wolf den.
This is my last chance to do Tangleroots and get full XP for it. So I'm going to do the Explorer area and the first half of the chain. Alright, I'm clearly way powerful for these guys, so
This Hobgoblins Captives is the first line of defense for keeping intruders out of Tangleroot.
let's charge through this stuff.
These ruins are overgrown with webs. A fetid stench wafts from within.
No name down that side. Ah. Well, arcane essences are good. I'm still working to improve my arcane crafting to the point that I can do a persuasion item, which will be handy for this guy since he has UMD.
jungle. The scratches and stains around it say bugbears dwell here.
Alright, named is here.
The river flows from this grotto, as does a horrid stink, which can have only one source: troglodytes.
Alright, through here is a dangerous spot. I've lost Permadeath characters in the fight with the name through here. I think he's not here. Yes, not here. Oh well. Cheating, standing in the deep water. Okay, how are we doing? Oh, still plenty of explorers to go, actually. I guess I'll take the high road first and then drop down to the shrine to finish the circuit.
Hobgoblin battle ram blasted open the gateways of many forts and towns, making way for merciless Hobgoblin invaders.
Alright. I'll go do the rest of the explorers first, I think.
The Hobgoblins here do not seem hostile. In fact, their chief beckons you closer.
Since I'll be doing the quests on elites, they'll be much tougher than the explorers here.
Across the gorge, you see the one-eared Bugbear Inn and the other side of the broken bridge. Something more than wargs lives in this cavern. The markings on the stone make that clear.
Alright, in case the named is in, let's clear the ogre this side as well. Okay, he is here. Alright, coming. That's better. Hey, the giant is in. Nice. There it is. Come on. There we go.
Temple ruins rise out of the riverbed, remnants of some long-forgotten civilization. From the blood and the bones piled here, this is a sacred place to the troglodytes, a sacrificial site.
Alright, one more explorer down here, and then I'm good.
The bones and sloughed-off shells around this cave are sure signs of crawling menaces within.
Alright, Naraya, done. Actually, rather than shrine, I will recall and just get health back in the bar. Alright, I assume that's improving my AC. Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe I have... Oh, I have natural armor elsewhere already. Alright. Okay.
The hobgoblins here do not seem hostile. In fact, their chief beckons you closer. You have found the mouth of Splinter Skull. The shouts of hobgoblins echo from within.
Alright, now the real action starts. This will be much tougher. Yay, I have a buff now.
You hear snarling around the corner. The hobgoblin's den is near.
Right, well I do heavy damage. Okay, I don't remember which parts have the name down here. Not this part, it seems. This will fill in my quest book pretty well, getting these quests. I'm already pretty well filled in for low levels, but there's still a number of level 3s and 4s not done. So I've done everything elite so far, apart from the solos, which is good. But I probably won't take level 8 for a while here. I will hold off level 8
There must be levers to control it nearby.
until I have cleaned up all the stuff that I want to do on a bravery streak at levels 3 through 5. Right, no reason to break stuff. I won't be going far enough into the quest to get a bonus. That was a bit of a mistake there. I should have saved my trip for the Slayer. Alright, I'm afraid I'm going to shrine after that. Bit of free healing. And certainly faster than wand whipping.
Hobgoblins. Vendors will be pleased.
Oddly, my trip is doing way better than my stunning blow at the moment. Don't think I'm carrying any vertigo gear. Yet another tower shield of deathlock. Okay. I'm gonna go for the scorpions and the chest behind there. And I'll do the chest the other side too. No reason not to go for the loot, really. Do my usual tactic here, which is jump onto this ledge and then drop down. So I'm not setting them off as soon as I fall down the ladder. And this fight's pretty nasty, so I'm healing up before it. Oh, that's better. Stone skin finally went off. And soaked up about 57 points of damage. So, I would not have had many hit points left without it. Those guys are very nasty. I'm not sure I've ever lost a Permadeath character to that fight, not that I can recall. I've certainly got incapacitated at the bottom of this ladder though. I remember doing that at least once. That was a narrow escape, that one. Not too bad this time though. Just going over here for the chest and trap. Assuming I can disable it.
A large, haughty hobgoblin leers at you. This is Chag, Blade Master of Splinter Skull.
Okay, maybe I should have a bit more help for this. Okay, that's a bit hot.
Chag's arrogant sneer fades as the life drains from his body.
Yep, that got a bit risky. Going for a lot of healing for the first part. Alright, on to part 2.
The hobgoblins here do not seem hostile. In fact, their chief beckons you closer. You have found the mouth of Splinter Skull. The shouts of hobgoblins echo from within.
That worked out pretty nicely. The entangle isn't hitting them a lot of the time, but it did slow one or two down there, helped control the the crowd. You can certainly see why I wasn't doing this one elite at level. I think this one is perfectly doable in elite, these Tangleroot quests, especially with a trapper.
Shut the portcullis again. You'll have to open it with the lever.
But not at level for the first few at least. I have many shot now, and I hadn't remembered it. That speeds things up. Alright, I will try it again for hit points. It will be much better when I get Cure Light Wounds, so I don't have to be shrouding and wand whipping quite so much.
You hear human voices crying for help amidst hobgoblin laughter. This must be one of their prisons.
Right, I should look for all the prisoners.
The prisoner flees to safety.
Okay, here we go again. That's what I could have done with earlier, landing a stun.
Shuddering from the poison, the prisoner dies. The prisoner flees to safety. many weapon crates in this room. It would be a blow to the hobgoblins if they were destroyed.
Alright, all broken. I might wish I was able to use the shrine again.
The last of the weapon crates is destroyed. Splinter Skull will be long recovering from this day.
Alright, everything's smashed. Getting a bit of an XP bonus.
The prisoner flees to safety. The prisoner flees to safety.
Alright, definitely healing up before the big fight up here.
Justice has been meted upon Splinter Skull's warden. As he dies, 2 keys fall to the ground. This is the warden's room, where the prison's cruel master torments his captives. One cowers at the very edge.
Oh, I got the Vandal. That's not too bad. Alright.
All the prisoners have escaped from Splinter Skull. Your work here is done for now.
Alright, I will break the video there and probably do the next 4 parts in the next video. See you next time.